The stairs are all done. Now it's time to put the riser and tread onto the stair. I just put the first one in, 3/4 inch MDF, just with a little construction adhesive and some 1-inch brad nails. Top's gonna be an inch tread. Probably could have made my own, but I just bought the ones at Lowe's. Here are the stair treads that I bought at Lowe's that we're gonna use for the stairs. Little bull nose. They're 11 and a half, I believe. So marked 10 3/4, so it'll have a little overhang. Need to rip this back part down. Make sure you're using proper ear, eye, and all necessary precautions when you're ripping down these boards. You don't want to catch a finger. I gotta cut them 24 inches. Saw only cuts 9. Miter saw only cuts 9, so I'm gonna have to cut it, flip it, rip the rip. My stair is 24 inches wide. This tread is 48 inches wide. Ideally, I would use 1 tread for 2 stairs. I bought 6 just because I was worried about it being too short. I think I'm gonna miter it right on the line. I'll lose like a 1/16, a half a 16th. Yeah, the blade's a 16th, so I'll lose a 32nd on each side. It's actually a 16th short of 48, so I'm gonna lose a 16th on each side. Sometimes you just go for it. Let's go see how they fit. Almost done with the steps, got 2 more to do, 1 step at a time. Again, I'm using construction adhesive and 1-inch brad nails for the riser and 1 1/4 inch brad nails for the tread. Making a mess. Still gotta put our top tread in here. Started to trim out the beds. The 1x6 ripped down to 2 inches. I'm gonna use as my base for the railing. I'm kind of like changing my plan as I go, but I think what I'm gonna do is use these for the bottom and the top, and then in the middle I'm gonna buy some 2x2, so they'll sit inside this 2-inch piece nicely because they're 1.5 inches, and I'll probably like pocket hole them. Figuring it out. It's starting to come together. So this is gonna be that final tread, the landing area right below where their bed. You gotta step up into their bed. I just went ahead and ripped down 2 more of these treads, cut the bull nose off, and then glued them up, and 10 pocket holes. It's not perfect by any means, but I'll sand it down. It'll be good enough. Last but not least,
That's nice. That's nice.
clamps on here just for kicks. All right, next up is the railing for our stairs. I'm gonna attach it to the sides, kind of double up, use the same 1x6, rip down to 2. I'm gonna use these same pieces for the railing. All right, hey. So for the stair railing, I'm attaching 1x2s down to the floor. I'm gonna attach a second one here to make it 1.5 inches strong. And then for the railing, I'm just gonna connect down with a 1x2. All right, just spent an hour or so ripping all these 2-inch pieces and cutting them all to size to trim out the stairs and to do the handrails. Realized I should have got more wood, always. Wouldn't it be nice if someone would do this for me? All right, got all this wood cut. Now I just have to slap it on the sides and railing of this staircase. I cut these out a little bit longer than I need. I'm gonna actually double them up, glue them together, nail them together. So I'll have a 1.5 inch post on each of these. And then what I'll do is I will chalk a line or put a string or something to get my angle of my my railing, and then I'll just take a skill saw, cut it all down, make a mess. Let's time lapse it. To secure these side pieces, I used 1¼ brad nails along with 1¼ screws to give it extra stability, because I know the girls will be swinging and hanging on these things in the future. All right, all the sides are done. Now just time to glue up those inside pieces. We're gonna use wood glue and 1¼ brads. I cut all these, stripped all these 28-inch 1x2s, and I'm gonna just clamp them down. That reminds me, I gotta grab the clamps. Call it a day. But it'll add some depth. It'll, you know, give it the illusion that the post is actually going through the stair. And yeah, a little more strength, but more freaking wood. I'm securing everything with glue and nails. I'm gonna come back and sand it down later. Got my stair posts all glued and nailed up. Now I'm gonna chalk a line or just do a level line on each side to determine where I'm gonna cut the top. All right, I'm gonna do my chalk line. What I'm gonna do is screw one end of the chalk line, or one end of the chalk to the top of the post. Just enough to hold it. And then I'm gonna come down. We're doing 26-inch high posts. So I'm gonna measure the 26 at the far end of this post. I'm gonna pull this. So we're at 26 down here, 26 up there. Double check it with our 26. Yes. 26. All right. Let's cut it. We're gonna make a mess. It's gonna be free-handed. I should probably get a battery that freaking is charged. Wear eye protection. Get a charged battery. Just make sure you're being extra careful with this cut. It's a little tricky cutting such a small piece sideways. Making a mess, checking it twice. Yum. All right, time for the hand railing. Already cut it down to size and hit it with the roundover bit, the router. I'm gonna have to sand everything pretty much after it's all said and done. Just putting some 1¼ screws. I'm gonna probably put some wood filler, sand it, paint it. I'm gonna do like a straight edge on the top to match my railing on the bed. And drill a little pilot hole. I will notice it's not perfect, but no one else will. No turning back now, baby. So I'm just kind of centering this post by hand. Drilling perpendicular to the rail. Just repeating the process for every post. Countersinking these screws just slightly because I'm going to come back and fill them with a little wood filler. So I want to match the angle, so up top it comes from an angle to flat horizontal. So I'll have to, this is actually from drilling out one of these caps, so it's the angle that I need. Oh. Nice, that railing's pretty good. All right, the railing is complete. Top was a little tricky. Not the cleanest work here, but we'll sand it down, paint it. It's kind of nice. It almost looks like a decorative kind of cap. Oh shit. Decorative cap. Same on this side. Pretty solid. Now we're just gonna have to do our bed railing on the side and the front. Whoa, Jesus. All right, for the bed railing, here's my setup. I gotta cut, I don't know, maybe 20 posts at 10 inches each. So I put a stop at right at 10 inches. So what I'll be able to do is just rip through this board. It's an 8-foot board, just get myself 20 of them. Do it. This is a great way to make nice, precise, repeatable cuts. Good old round over bit. Probably should wear a mask. When you're using a router, make sure you go counterclockwise around the piece of wood. I love this router. It's a great way to achieve a nice round profile. Oh baby. Oh baby. For the bed railing, I'm using this 2x2's 10-inch, cut it down to 10 inches. I'm gonna do pocket holes just to make it super strong. I'm gonna space these about 9 inches apart. The bottom railing is already up there. Oops. I made a mark every 9 inches, and it doesn't have to be perfect, honestly. That's the motto. Doesn't have to be perfect. I did also make sure that when I go to bring it upstairs and attach it to the existing rail, that I can get my drill inside to drill these, because that would have been a bitch. That's all she wrote. Oh yeah, there's your railing. So there are the 2 railings placed. Now I just gotta put these pocket screws down to secure it to the existing footer railing or toe railing or whatever the hell. Was able to get them at basically the same height, so got lucky. So one thing random, but because there's a 2x4 underneath this 1x2, instead, I just drilled these pocket holes for 3/4 inch material, so they're shallower. I'm gonna still use these 2.5 inch pocket hole screws. So the screw is gonna get all the way into the 2x4. So this thing's gonna be freaking crazy strong. I mean, I only have 4 screws in right now and it's not moving. So you never know with these crazy girls. Can't trust them. All right, so project update. We got the hand rail in for the stairs. We got the side rail in for the bed. This thing is sturdy as a mother effer. So I gotta do this similar railing. I'm gonna do it across the front. And then what we're gonna do is kind of wrap this front part in like a 1/4 inch ply and do our decorative kind of window. It's coming together. Not looking forward to the sanding and the painting, but maybe I'll get the wife involved for that one. Whew. A lot of sawdust, baby. A lot of sawdust. What do you think?
Good. Good.
Is it approved? Do you
Yeah.
You approve?